Hello everyone, hope you enjoyed this new episode of avantglitch, and I hope you like and subscribe and enjoy whatever I am making, which is the t-shirt, because I wanted to make another t-shirt because I need more t-shirts for the springtime, and summertime's here soon, and I don't know what else to make because I don't make dresses right now, so this is it pretty much for me. Like, I make clothes. That's what I'm doing. So, that's what's going on. So I'm not really destroying anything. Like, I mean, I bought, like, those are like $1 or less, $1, like $5 at most. So yeah, it's not. But there you go. I'm not really destroying anything. I'm just repurposing it into something new. I mean, that's pretty much it. At the end of the day, I don't know what else to say beyond that. You know, I mean, it's just like upcycling, I think, or something. Is that what people call it? I don't know anymore. The kids keep on changing the name. I don't know what's the trend anymore, but you know, it's just what it is. I just reuse old things and make new things out of it. So I'm not really here to like ruin anything, but you know, I don't know. You know what? Just gonna search it anyways. My searcher is giving me so much damn trouble for this whole thing. I didn't know I was gonna get it done or not because of the searcher, because it was just like not working with me. I guess I was using the needles that were too big or something. I don't know. It just wasn't complying, and it just was not a fun time. And yeah, sometimes it just happens with, like, when searchers, you know, do stuff they shouldn't do and stuff like that. You know, that's like the problem sometimes, and it happens, and that's why it took 3 hours, and it should have took 2 hours. But whatever, it's fine. Oh yeah. Always figuring out like where to like put everything and make sure the pattern fits, you know, the fabric and all that. It's always a fun time. It's like a puzzle, but like you know the answer to it right away, so you don't have to like think about it. You just have to think about, well, what do I want it to look like when it hangs on a body? So, you know, that's always a fun time for me. Oh yeah, and if you're ever looking for like an industrial sewing machine or something, I always recommend like a tailor, like an old tailor that doesn't want to, you know, that wants to retire. You always get a good deal there, or like auctions or whatever. But it's probably an old tailor though. So I guess, you know, if you don't want to buy a new one, which a new one is nice too. So, you know, it's up to you really. I love it when my surgery goes smooth and doesn't take 30 minutes out of my time to fix it. That's such a great feeling. Always making sure the pattern fits just feels so good. I don't know why, but it always does. It's like, yeah, I got this. Next step done. I hope your day's going well, and hope you have a great week, because today's Monday now. And I hope you enjoy your week, and I don't know, so you don't last from spring, summer's almost here. Enjoy it, I guess. I hope you're enjoying watching this too, by the way. Thank you. I have fully developed my own way of like top stitching and sewing things, and I think that's kind of fun to like break from the norm because I don't know if it probably existed somewhere, but like I'm just gonna say that it was nothing out of something. So that's always fun. Develop your own like ways of doing things when you get bored of the normal way, because you can like, this could be better. They could do that. Like that's just pretty much what you see. Okay, that's fine. Third again. As you can say, skill issue. I don't know if it's a skill issue or not, but probably just, me being an idiot. It's not really a skill issue. There's a difference between a skill issue and being an idiot. Being an idiot means that I just wouldn't have done it because I have the skill. Being an idiot is just me not caring and just doing it anyways. And that's mostly when it comes to this. The second one, when it comes to my sewing. Yes, I really do believe I'm an idiot, so like every single time I say that, like I'm being honest with you, so yeah, just like take that as you will. Anyways, I hope your day is going well, like I said before. I've been called by someone at one point the worst fashion designer on earth or something. And I was like, damn, you called me a fashion designer. Like, that's how you see me? Like, you literally see me as a fashion designer, but I'm the worst one. And I was just all like, damn. Like, I don't know what he was projecting onto me at the time. But, like, I eventually just stopped reading comments, right? Like, but, like, I don't know. It's kind of funny to me. I don't know how true or false that is, and to be honest, I just don't care. Like, his opinion meant nothing because he had a brand and copied Yeezy. Like, okay, great, he copied Yeezy. Like, you want the safe route, like everybody, like lots of other people. I talk to someone that does Yeezy inspired things all the time, and like, I don't know, like, I don't see the point in copying something that already exists, but like, I understand why you want to do that, but also like, I don't get it. I wish the best for all of them, but like, if you're just a copy, you're gonna be like Burger King and McDonald's, I think, or something like that. So if you're fine with being Burger King, the McDonald's or whatever, then it's like, that's fine. Then we go do you. I just don't care. On either way, But I'm just saying, like, in general, if you want to do something, I guess, be inspired. I guess you should learn how to copy so you can just learn how to do it. But then, like, I don't know. Then you can start doing your own thing, Like, I personally get bored right away if it's something that's already existing out there. But that's just me. But what the fuck do I know? Absolutely nothing. I'm an idiot. Oh, okay. So, whatever am I? If I know you, I'll read your comment and like respond, but that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really do that as much as I used to anymore. I don't know, I just suddenly stopped because like I've been getting comments and just like, damn, people just say like the meanest things. I'm like, well, I don't even want to read that, so I just quit reading them in general. But that's just me. But also think about, be the Burger King to the McDonald's. I mean, like you have to do what you want to do, right? But if you like Yeezy, I guess you could go that route. For example, I'm just giving you an example of like what's popular. But yeah, I don't know, like it's really easy for like there's just the ex designer, the ex main designer of Yeezy to go to get anywhere he wants because he had the clout of Yeezy behind him. So it'd be harder for someone just to copy Yeezy and then be Yeezy again. So I don't know. I just feel like people should do their own thing. But whatever that, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an idiot. So that's just my opinion. I think it's best to build some, not just emulate something, because that's easy. It's harder to actually do something from the inside like I did. That was really hard. It took me 3 years, so I don't know. Maybe you don't have the time for that, but I don't know. The time's going to pass anyway, so I just recommend figuring it out for you. I understand that privilege of like taking classes and everything, so like I understand why everyone can't do that, but also like eventually if you're gonna also eventually you'll get to my skill level, right? No matter what you do, we just keep on learning how to cut and sew. So therefore, like eventually you will be able to get to the point where you can do your own thing. So I don't know. Instead of I can't do that for 6 years. Do something else. I can't do something else that's not mine for 6 years. I would go insane. So that's also another thing. I have a mindset for that. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh yeah, I've only been doing this for like 3 years too, by the way. So like, I'm just giving you an example of like, I don't know how someone could do something for so long and not try to make it their own thing and just emulate. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, nice and slow. I mean, I have some customers throughout the years. Probably, not as much as that guy has now in terms. But I think lures are some, like, I don't know. I feel like that's something somebody would want to purchase versus like why would you want to buy like clothing, right? Like clothing is like a harder sell sometimes because like who wants to wear some of the clothing that I have, right? So like I understand that my clothing's not for everyone. It's not meant for everyone. But like I assume that an average fisherman would want a nice lure, so that's an easier sell for like a fisherman because versus someone like me that just does clothing. Because clothing, like everyone wears clothing, yes, but what style do they want to wear? How do they want to style it? Do they just go thrifting? Like I don't know. There's like a billion different things with clothing. I feel like fishing is just like a cool lure. I want to buy that for my, whatever. I feel like that's just an easier sell overall. It's just something like clothing, which is especially like handmade clothing. People just call it art, and they're like I made my sister something, and she has not worn it yet once. You know what I mean? So like, well, my chosen sister. So like, you know, that's what happens. Like that's how very few people want to wear that because they're like, oh, I just want to keep it as a collector item or something. I don't know, you know, clothing is clothing. Even though I make my own clothing and I wear it every day personally. So, like, you could wear it every day if you wanted. It won't fall apart on you or anything. Okay. Another thing that exists too is that, you know, like, there's people out there that will try to latch on to you. Like, I don't know, like, for example, my chosen sister is a chef. And people are like, oh, I cook too. And I'm like, yeah. And she's all like, great. And I guess the same exact thing with me. Like, oh, I sew, or I do this, or I do that, or I'm a fashion designer. And then they, you know, don't do anything like I do. And, you know, it's not on my level. And I'm not saying that's bad or wrong, but like they try to latch on to something that's like they don't understand what I'm doing. But like I understand what they're doing because you know I have the knowledge for it. So you know I just have the like there's this constant sense of like you know you have to put up with annoying people and annoying things, and I don't really like people all that much. You know if I like you then like you're one of the lucky few people. But you know like you know that's like the thing in general. Like I just don't care. Like you like I'm happy that you're a fashion designer. Yay, that's great. Can you please leave me alone now? Like can you stop lying? Can you tell the truth? Can like I don't know. Can I just hear something that's like accurate to like what you actually are doing and not just you pretending to do all the work yourself or whatever? Because that's a lie. There's no way you sewn. So someone claimed they'd sewn 11,000 hoodies in 6 months all by themselves. I sewn 30 garments in 6 months all by myself, okay? That is impossible what they did. They're just lying. Like, you can see the little sticker of, like, the size of what size garment it is from the factory. And they're all like, oh, I did it myself. No, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Just be honest. You know, it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't know. These are the things I have to deal with constantly. And I know I'm venting, but, like, it feels really good. Thank you for listening. Because, like, who cares about a hanbok, right? And I'm being serious. Like, who cares about Korean American well, I live in a Korean family, a Korean American family, and I love their, you know, I love their traditional garments so much. I wanted to, like, all, like, the big fashion people in my city are gatekeepers, and yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna, like, have to deal with gatekeepers and stuff like that. I mean, that's just an example. Like, all of them are like that. It doesn't really matter. A lot of them are just, you know, people that just care about themselves and care about billionaires and care about profits. So, you know, I mean, that makes sense because you have to keep it going and, you know, you have to be mean, I guess. I prefer being mean to rich people than poor people. You know, that's just me personally. But, you know, that's just what it is for me. That's something you all have to deal with if anybody wants to get into this. I don't know why anybody would get into this, to be honest with you. But, you know, if you want to, you know, be my guest. I'm here to tell you the things I have experienced, and I don't really know if it's going to ruin anything, me saying this stuff out loud, and to be honest with you, I think lots of people need to hear that, so I probably is probably lethargic for some people, too. One of them, you know, stuff like that, so. Yeah, I mean, I have lots of live streams, just, I guess you could say exposing the truth, or just making fun of the system. But yeah, you know, it's just like, it's just that, you know, when the businesses are doing good, they go to the locals. When the corporations are doing good that year, they go to the local spots. They figure out what's the most trendy local spot, and then they set up a deal with them because they have extra money to spend that year. Instead of paying their employees more money or paying the children that make their clothing more money, they say, no, we're going to go to these shops. We're going to do exclusive deals with them, make them more money, retire the owners of them, make their workers work harder. The problem is even the people that can't afford it, they don't want it because it's not cool or trendy or like... I know I'm supposed to like hail to the fashion gods or whatever, but like I can't do that. That's not me. Please no. That's not... no. Nope. Don't care much about the fashion gods, whoever they are, or the fashion kings or whatever the hell, you know, they say. I say screw all that. I'm not even religious. I don't believe in royalty. I think it's stupid. So, you know, like, I'm not really here for that. And, you know, I think I don't understand that culture based around like, oh, fashion god and stuff like that. Like, it's just a garment. You made a garment, or you designed a garment. Okay, like, why does that make you a god? Like what, in what context? Like, because you created something, okay, but like, you created something for people. You didn't create the life. Like, in your and you're just emulating like post things. You're not really like creating your own unique thing. So I don't know. Like, you're just going the safe route. I don't know. Maybe I don't really think that's really godly. Like, I don't really think I'm a god either. So like, I'm not like one of those people. Oh, I'm a god. Look at me. Like, no, please don't. Please never call me that. Anybody watching this, I'm not a fashion god. I don't want to be a fashion god. I don't want to be considered one. I hate that. I hate the feeling. I hate the thought of that. I just don't like other people being called that. You know, I understand like even my mentor, she saw Color Lagerfield when she was in college, and she was like, oh, hail the god, like it's just like how we worship people, and I just don't like it. Like she just saw him as like this religious figure. Like, that's fashion people are weird. Okay, and I didn't want to be a part of that. I don't like that. I don't like the feeling. It's just like, no, he's a person. He's a person. Oh, he created whatever. Well, he drew shit. He didn't actually like fully construct stuff. So I don't know. I don't know why you people are so obsessed with like. Well, I mean, I understand why a young person would go that far, but I don't know. I guess when you get older, I don't know. And I'm pretty. I'm not even. I'm young, you know. But whatever. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I guess to me, I just see them as people. I don't really worship them. I don't really worship anything. So, you know, like just like, I mean, I'm like, you know, like, being a decent person. That's what really matters. Being a good person. Like, there's really nothing else out there that you really need to do. I mean, just because you created something out of nothing doesn't mean that you're special, right? You made something special. It doesn't mean you're special, right? So, you know, that's all I'm just trying to say. I really don't believe in that, like, that person, like, is beyond anything because they did something that you liked. You know, I just have a hard time, like, believing that, you know, personally. But that's just me, though. Like, what am I? I don't really like celebrity culture or anything. Also, I think you could probably tell from the way that, you know, that I'm talking right now and like what I'm saying. So, you know, it's just like this is a personal preference. That's all I have to say. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, my opinion does not matter. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna do whatever you want. This doesn't really matter. That's how I always feel. I just go meh. I'm just cold and indifferent. Okay, what do I do? Oh, that is like one superpower that I learned during this whole process of me doing this for 3 years. Is it's just being cold and indifferent, and not caring about what anyone else says, anyone else thinks, and just not reading comments and not doing this, and not being involved, and just like posting and just ignoring everybody else. That is something that I had to learn, and it is a hard thing to learn when you care deeply about your craft, but then like you need to learn that that's all you really care about. You don't care about what everyone else says or anyone else thinks. You do you. I'm being serious. Like, that's the thing that I was missing, and I did not know that. I didn't know, but now that I know that, I bring that wisdom to you to figure out whatever you need to do, and it takes time. Everything takes time, and eventually you will learn, and you will feel better, and you're like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like, you just have to go with that. Like, really, like, the only people who care are like fans, and they really don't care because they have nothing better to do in their lives. So I'm not saying, I'm just talking about like big, huge, like, people that say fashion god and stuff. Like, that's why they do it, because they have nothing better to do. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Nothing really like trendy in terms of like clothing or what's going on half the time. I'm really like not interested in the website, to be honest. But I do appreciate it though. The thing is that you're just gonna start focusing on the bad when you just keep on focusing on the bad. And there's so much bad to like things just posting on the internet, even though if your video is not like meant for anything besides like entertainment purposes or trying to promote something, like you just have to learn to deal with it. And it's like it's so easy. It's way easier than simpler than it sounds, but it is really, really, really simple once you get down to it. You're like, who cares? Like, just don't read the comments, don't do this, don't do that. Like, yeah, and literally your mental health just instantly improves overnight. And it sounds ridiculous, but like, it really just literally just ignore it. That's my best opinion, and that's including everything, because all these things I'm saying really get to my core. But also, like, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't affect me because it's not me. So like once I learn that, and once I know that I'm doing it my way and I'm not doing it their way, and and they try to interject, but like you can just be like, whatever. And it's just part of life. People want to latch on to things that they think they're a part of, even though they're not. And that's just what it is. It's just a constant thing like that. It's just what it is. But people are like that. My work has been compared to Mason, by the way. I don't know why. Because he was born after World War II. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go on and say what he said, like, publicly. Whatever. I'm not going to touch on that because I don't know what he actually did, what he said, and all that. Publicly, when you shouldn't have said. But we all say things we shouldn't say sometimes, so like I'm not gonna save him for that, whatever. But also, like, I get why. I also understand that I'm very blessed to be away from all the old negative things in my life, and like once you get away from those, it does get better. I know that's really hard to believe in, but I don't know how you're going to get away from all those old negative things in your life, but like that doesn't really matter anymore once you are literally living with what you want. I understand you can have like PTSD and stress and stuff like that. I mean, you obviously you're gonna need therapy, but like it just like if it's not in your life anymore and you know it's not gonna happen that day, your day feels so much better than what it used to be back in the day. So like instantly you have an instant like better days ahead of you, literally, because you're away from all the bad stuff, right? Obviously, you can let it get to you. That's why there's therapy, right? And like once you're ready to open up about it, you can go to it, or I don't know, it's expensive and stuff like that. So like nothing's cheap. That's why I cut and sew, because it's like therapy in the moment. It's my escapism, and that's something that I was lucky enough to find, and that's why I do it, and that's why I do all these things. And I like at the end of the day, like if I don't become a famous fashion designer or anything, like that's not really gonna bother me, because I'm just know that I made my own thing, I created my own thing, I do my own thing, it's my own thing, and that's that's it at the end of the day. If I just end up paying my bills with this, I'm going to be the happiest person alive, because then I'll just be able to pay my bills and live a normal human being lifestyle and do normal things every day. And that would be amazing for me. And, I think there's some people that think that they want to become like, I don't know, like, like a billionaire off of like YouTube or whatever content website, you people watch your content on. Some places don't even pay you, but and that's fine. Like if you want to do that, go ahead, but like there's a lot of work in that. A lot of work. I'm just fine with just being like, oh, I just get to pay my bills. That I would be so happy with that. I'd be so content every single day, because I get to make my content, and then it pays me money to pay for the things that I need in life every single day, and that would be great. And I don't know, like, yeah, there's a lot of no matter what you do, there's gonna be miserable moments, right? Even if you're happy with your job, there's gonna be miserable moments, because people like to make things miserable because they're miserable in their lives, and they can't see, they can't go over that mountain to feel better. And there could be multiple reasons why. I'm not gonna say the reason why, but like people like to make other people miserable, and it's part of life. And, you know, you just have to learn how to ignore that. And that's pretty much it. I don't mean to give you all a philosophy lesson, but, you know, this is just what I've been doing for the past 3 years, and I've, you know, been obsessing over it. And, like, yeah, people will say things, and things will be said, and, you know, it's just a normal part of life. Like, and no matter what you do, people are going to be miserable, and they're going to see something, and they're going to try to spread that misery, so... You know, and I feel bad for them. Like, I want them to actually, like, you know, not be that way and say something nice. But sometimes people just can't say nice things, and that's just the reality that we live in. At this point, it feels like making, like, I don't know, bootleg Squishmallows or something would make more money than what I'm doing, because at least people would recognize that. But once again, that's what I mean. Like, it just feels that way where you want to do something recognizable. It's safe. It's easy, you know, because it's already existing. You're emulating something. But I don't know. I really feel like people should not emulate something like the Squishmallow thing or Easy or whatever. But they know. That's just my 2 cents. There's an infinite amount of paths you can take, but only, you know, it's only so much time before you live. Like, you know, live, I mean die. Like, you know, you don't live that long. So, unfortunately, no matter how many paths you have, you have to pick one, stick with it, and deal with the consequences. That's just the reality that we live in. Yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed, you know, avantglitch, and, you know, hope you have a great day. Hope you like and subscribe, and I hope you watch us again or watch some more of them. There's a lot that you can watch. I think there's like the 12th one or 13th one or something. I made plenty of these, so they all have unique commentary. They all have all these different things. If you want to check it out, go right ahead. I don't really care what you do, though. Do whatever you want. But anyways, enjoy your day. Goodbye. Thank you. Okay, everyone. This is it. What it looks like. This is what I had to work with at the moment. I don't know. This is what I had to work with. I don't know. Yeah, it's comfortable. That's for sure. I fixed a lot of problems from the last one. And that's good. Oh. Yes. iMessage. What do we need? That's a good question. Anyways, I don't know what you guys think about the t-shirt. Right here one more time. It's a very comfortable t-shirt if you ask me, but you know, that's just me. I like very like loose fitting things, and I think it's like the hanbok so much because like it just fits into like what I believe a garment should feel like. So like it's just like not it's like more than beyond just like I'm too tired to talk anyways. Well anyways, I hope you all have a great day, night, whatever time you watch this, great evening. Hope you enjoyed the garment, hope you like the way it looks and all of that and stuff like that. And yeah, I do appreciate if you did watch, commented, like whatever, talked with me. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Thank you.